round one of EuroNASCAR 2 2023 gets underway now, and we are racing. It's a good start by the looks of it from Tzortzis. The advances of Dario Caso. There's a bit of an experience deficit here. Dario Caso, the Italian racer, has driven a lot of laps around this circuit. He knows that turn one's a good overtaking opportunity, but Davidson tries to hold on around the outside, makes liberal use of the runoff. Also getting involved in this then is Roberto Benedetti, who dives up the inside, but that compromises both he and Dario Caso. Versus Dario Caso, and Caso gives him a nudge. That's more than a helping hand. Both cars off into the gravel. Can he finally get away through this time? Looks like he might, yes. Has dived up the inside. You can see that Patrick Schober's got some loose bodywork as well, which might be losing him a mile an hour or so in a straight line. He's desperately trying to hold on as they collide into the braking zone. Both parties somehow keep the car somewhat in the right direction. Patrick Schober trying every which way he can to not give up the position, but I think he's finally going to have to yield. He's not done yet. He dives up the inside of Doubek, and well, that was from quite a way back, and it was fairly executed, but I reckon Martin Doubek says, okay, we're doing diving, are we? Okay, well, down into turn 8 he goes, and sure enough, he looks to the inside, but Patrick Schober carries it off. I get the feeling this battle is going to get more physical before a truce is called. Once again, with slightly better straight line speed, he muscles Patrick Schober out of the way, but has he gone too quick into turn 1? No, he keeps it nicely on the pavement. Will Schober retaliate now? Into turn 2, tries to take the apex, does take the apex, lifts his own bonnet up even more than it already is in the process. Minor touch between the two of them. So let's see if Schober can hold off Doubek this time as they go down the main straight. They begin the penultimate lap of the race, 5 miles between them and the flag. 8 kilometres if you prefer, and Doubek looks to the inside. Surely he's got it done. He's got the whole car alongside Schober, but Schober has a canny way of finding a way back past Doubek each and every time. Here comes, though, Valencia Tzortzis. He took his first win in EuroNASCAR 2 here at the Circuit Ricardo Tormo, and almost exactly 12 months later, he's repeating the feat. It's a win for Valencia Tzortzis in the first race of EuroNASCAR 2 2023. The cars are in 2x2 formation then, and we are going to get started. 15 laps of racing begins now. The second race of the weekend for the EuroNASCAR 2 category is underway. We've already got a car on the grass, thankfully keeps it straight and narrow. Valencia Tzortzis with a good start. He's got the inside line into turn 1. NASCAR can't quite hold on around the outside. Gil Linster looks like he might have third place, although Paul Jouffreau is still on the inside. I think Jouffreau may have to settle for fourth position, however, or maybe not. Gil Linster a bit early on the brakes there into turn 2. So Jouffreau still side by side with Linster. Martin Doubek involved in that battle for third position as well, as everyone picks their way through the first sequence of corners. Patrick Schober moves up past Martin Doubek, who I think may have just had a tyre go on him or something, because the car just did not turn. As we see Kenko Miura dive up the inside, Thomas Dombrowski tries to stay around the outside. Can he do that through turn 3? He has the inside line for turn 4, but Kenko Miura has a nose ahead. Dombrowski, though, with the inside line, should have the high ground here. Kenko Miura, though, holding on around the outside. Miura finds some pace on the outside at turn 5, but just loses grip, as Claudio Remigio Cappelli is definitely under pressure now from the 27 car. Patrick Schober has got a good run out of turn 11. He's got the inside line. Claudio Remigio Cappelli strayed wide at 11. Thomas Dombrowski has not been able to build a cushion over Kenko Miura, and Dario Caso has had enough waiting in the back of the queue. Valencia Tzortzis, who has driven an exemplary weekend within EuroNASCAR 2. Through the final corner goes Valencia Tzortzis in the number 5 car for Academy Motorsport. It has been a clean sweep in EuroNASCAR 2. Pole position in both races, and the checkered flag first.
Hatch fans, are you ready for some NASCAR? Drivers, start your engines! Drivers, start your engines!
Roberto Benedetti is on row 6 in the 88 alongside Thomas Tuffel in the 34. Nick Schneider in the 46 is next up for EuroNASCAR 2 as the race gets underway. With a little bit of a shaky circumstance. We are rolling, and it is Alberto Nasca on the inside of the front row as we get this race started, but I think he may have got a tag from behind there from Vladimir Tzortzis. He got very snaky and shaky into the first corner. He's still side by side with Martin Doubek. Side by side, Gil Linster to the inside of Paul Jouffreau, and through goes Linster. Doubek dives up the inside of Gil Linster. And well, perhaps as anticipated, once Nasca and Linster started to fight each other, it's opened the doors to Martin Doubek. We were 3 wide there as we cut away, and Doubek just holding on to the inside does take 3rd position. We're still going to go green this time. It's a 2x2 rolling start, 2 laps of racing. It's Tzortzis on the inside, Nasca on the outside, Doubek and Gil Linster on the 2nd row as we get started, and Tzortzis hugs the inside line as they approach Paddock Hill Bend. He gets into the lead. Nasca follows suit in 2nd place. A little bit of argy-bargy further back, and oh, Patrick Schober! Patrick Schober may have missed a gear or something there. His car stopped accelerating. Yeah. Vladimir Tzortzis takes a win. It's his 4th win in EuroNASCAR 2.
Wet conditions, the outside line is sometimes favoured. So can Paul Jouffreau get a good start here? He will be trying to challenge Vladimir Tziortzis. He gets a very good start. Paul Jouffreau then potentially leading into Paddock Hill Bend, but Tziortzis has the inside line. Paul Jouffreau in the lead, and Tziortzis will want that lead back. He looks to the inside line. And he looks to the inside. Surely this is the move. He's got it done at Clark Curve. And a good run here out of Graham Hill Bend could grant Nasca an opportunity into Tzortzis. It's side by side for 3rd place. And Nasca, hugely brave on the brakes. Does he keep the car on the track? And the lead has changed. Paul Jouffreau has gotten back through. Paul Jouffreau leads once again then. And we're going to get a look at why. Oh, Tzortzis drifted wide at Clark Curve. Tzortzis looks to the inside. Paul Jouffreau covers us off once again into Druids. And Nasca is right there with them now. That gap is no longer 4.5 seconds. It's 2.4. And it's only coming down as they're side by side once again. Tzortzis has the door pried open there on Paul Jouffreau. Here comes Melvin de Groot, though. He's on the grass. Goodness me, that's brave. He gets past Martin Doubek there. Vladimir Tzortzis, I'm sure he would have been worried after this car broke down in qualifying for EuroNASCAR 2, and then again in the race for EuroNASCAR Pro yesterday. But it's been bulletproof across the EuroNASCAR 2 races. Vladimir Tzortzis continues his streak of victory.
Driver, start your engine!
It's a good start though from both he and Alberto Nasca. It's a drag race down to the first corner on lap 1 of 15. Jouffreau on the inside, Nasca on the outside. Who leads? It looks like it's going to be Alberto Nasca. In the number 5 is in P5, or make it P6, because here comes Martin Doubek. Doubek dives up the inside, Thomas Tafel as well, and Melvin de Groot gets past Tzortzis as well. Patrick Schober is right there with Melvin de Groot. Claudio Remigio Cappelli is losing time to Thomas Dombrowski. Melvin de Groot and Patrick Schober, they're in the midst of battle here. Can Schober find a way past the 69 car? Can Schober get back to 5th position, the place he should have started this race? He's certainly got the speed to do so. Oh, and Melvin de Groot goes wide. Vladimir Tzortzis is all over the back of Gilles Linster. This is the battle for the podium. Can Tzortzis get to the inside? He has a look to the inside line. Linster has to give him a little bit of room. They're still side by side exiting turn 10. Tzortzis with the outside for turn 11. And he's hoping Linster goes deep so he can cut back. He tries it, he succeeds. Who gets the power down better? Oh, I'd say it was Linster by a fraction, but Tzortzis has the inside line. He tries to push Linster wide going through the S's, but it's not to be. Linster just about holds on. He goes shallow out of the corner to try and make sure Tzortzis has to take the outside around Roma. Turn 14, the final corner. Now, traditionally, as we have seen at turn 4, Tzortzis is much later on the brakes. Does it come to pass again? Linster covers off the inside wisely. Tzortzis is once again later and deeper on the brakes. Tries to go around the outside at 4 and then 5. And he just about manages to stay on terra firma. Linster carried the speed nicely, defended nicely, didn't wipe off too much of his speed. Tzortzis has a little speculative look to the inside, but he's too far back. But who is going to be on the 3rd step of the podium? Oh, it's going to be contact, and does Vladimir Tzortzis pass him? No. He stays alongside Linster, but then gets through anyway. Alberto Nasca rounds the final corner for the final time. The checkered flag awaits Alberto Nasca, who crosses the line to take the win.
Yeah, let's go. We just gotta go hard. I go the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to. It's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard.
EuroNASCAR 2 race yesterday was commanded and controlled by Alberto Nasca. Can he do it again here at the Autodromo Vallelunga? We will find out now. He is on the inside. Paul Jouffreau is to his left. Gilles Linster is behind Jouffreau. Vladimir Tzortzis is there in 3rd place behind Alberto Nasca. The lights go green and it looks like a marginally better start for Paul Jouffreau. He's got the outside line as they approach Curva Grande for the first time. It's still side by side as they go through the corner. Nasca said he was going to go flat through Curva Grande. Has that come to pass? Well, maybe not, because Paul Jouffreau is still there on his outside. He's got a nose ahead. Will it be the Frenchman leading into turn 4? Well, yes, but Alberto Nasca is still there on the inside, and I think Nasca is just about going to be in control. Oh, and a collision for Cappelli, and so fell further back in the order, sends everyone else skittling, and that is a major incident for Jouffreau. It's a cruise home to a first victory in the NASCAR Whelen Euro Series on a day. The Frenchman for RDV competition takes his inaugural victory